Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is February 16th, Sunday, 2025. You gotta check under the house. Yeah, he's in the house. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching. Perfect! Anyone that's watching that these messages. No. Because, baby, leave them in there. Okay, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, could you clearly great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright, so I'm hoping that this reading will be fairly short and decent, so, you know, we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. I was doing some personals earlier, and one of the cards that came out was the Six of Pentacles, and the one beneath that directly was the Hierophant. Six of Pentacles upright, Hierophant upright. And it gave me a big feeling of like, and I always think about this speech that Joey was talking about in the show called Friends, when they asked him to officiate the wedding and he was like writing the speech and all that. Hold on, I gotta get socks. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, and it reminded me of, so in the show Friends, blah 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 blah, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but they asked him to officiate the wedding and he's like writing the speech. And it sounds really good, but like he just kind of kept like going off on a tangent where it was like, and the giving and the receiving and the receiving and the giving and the giving and the receiving and the receiving of the given, right? So, those two cards, like back to back, the Six of Pentacles upright with the Hierophant right below it, underneath it, it definitely gave me the energy like, you kind of like, in order to give, you gotta get, or in order to get, you gotta give, right? So you give what you're able to give, and then you receive more, and then because you're receiving more, you're able to give, and because you're being generous and giving, you're able to receive more. It's kind of like that energy, like because you have like an abundant well, and it's just, this is here's where your discernment comes in as well. I'm gonna pull cards in a second, but here's where your discernment comes in, and where you have to use your discernment, because just because you have enough to pour doesn't mean you have to pour. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because you have enough money doesn't mean you have to give your money. Just because you have enough food doesn't mean you have to give your food. But you have to use your discernment, like, and I know it doesn't, saying it like this, it seems pick and choosing, but ultimately it kind of is, and you have to be able to like, well, I can't give to this person because this person is just going to use and abuse and belittle, and they're ungrateful. They're not the ones that you should be pouring into or giving or helping, whatever, right? So you would pour into those ones who genuinely are grateful, genuinely need it, genuinely are appreciative, right? It doesn't even matter if they don't like you, but if you're genuinely grateful for what you're being given, right? It's kind of like that. But it doesn't kind of matter though if they like you or not, right? Because it's like you didn't have to, but that's not the point of this. It's really about that, right? And because you can do this, right, you're able to like love or share or whatever, right? You're getting more. And a lot of it has to do because a lot of you were sharing from what little you had, you know? Like, I only have one sandwich, but if I cut this in half, I don't mind giving you the other half of my sandwich. That way we can both eat, right? And so because of that, without you even knowing, you're going to get the ingredients to make like a submarine sandwich, right? Instead of, you know, that little dinky ham and cheese salami sandwich that you had, which you were obviously grateful for because that was what you were eating and that's what you could afford. So of course you're going to be grateful, but you were able to share what little you had. So now you're getting all the ingredients so you can make a sandwich, and that like a submarine, a hoagie or whatever, right? Those really, really long sandwiches. Now you can like make for you have like plenty for yourself, you have enough for yourself, and then to give some to those who you know, you would like to share with.
Why put the box in my room?
I put the box in your room. No, you cannot have that one yet. You gotta wait till later. Okay? Oh, good. All right, perfect. That's fine for me. Thank you. All right. So right. So that's what I. You okay?
No, I'm fine.
Uh-oh. Hold on. All right. So yeah. So I was getting that energy heavily earlier today. And then there was another, I'm not going to tell you the whole spread, but I'll tell you a little bit of it. And then another card that really popped out was the Star in reverse. And it just made it just felt like there was someone who is just really ungrateful, can't follow their dreams. Either they can't follow their dreams, or they don't want to follow their dreams, or they feel like following their dreams like it's unrealistic, or there's no point trying to do that, right? So you do have someone, the word that's coming out is outskirts. So you have someone on the outskirts of you, and they could be witnessing by like secondhand or third hand that you're getting blessings, or you're very blessed, or you're fine, your well is good, you know, everything's fine. And the reason why I'm saying by second nature, by second hand, is because you know that phrase like secondhand smoke, right? So like if somebody is smoking around you, all that smoke, right? You're not smoking, but all the smoke that they're smoking, it's like affecting you still in a way, right? That's secondhand smoke. So it's like someone is like witnessing this by secondhand. So they're on the outskirts of you, but somebody that they know who knows you is like, so there's like you, right? Your environment, right? And then somebody is in your environment, and then somebody is like at arm's length to the person that's in your environment, and that person can be like, oh yeah, they're this, or oh yeah, they're that, right? That's what I mean by secondhand. They're witnessing this by secondhand. They can't themselves directly, right? Because they're on the outskirts. It's like there's like this line that they can't cross, and the only way they can find information on you is if they talk to the person that has them at arm's length, right? And the only reason why, I feel like that person only knows so much as well. Like they only know what they know, and like they don't even know much, but it's enough to, you know, pass on. It's enough to gossip. It's you know, it's something. So I'm also hearing someone. So what happened now? What happened now? What's going on? What's going on? What happened now? Right? It's that person that's in the outskirts. They're like bugging someone that's close to you for like, what's going on now? What's going on? What are they doing now? What are they doing now? Like for information about you. And that could be another reason why they have them at arm's length, because it's just like, well, geez, like, why do you keep asking me about the collective? Or why do you want to keep talking about the collective? Or like, why are you so obsessed with the collective? And now I'm hearing that one song by Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. So this could be like a feminine that's on the outskirts that's like weirdly obsessed with you. This could be a masculine that's on the outskirts that's weirdly obsessed with you. Someone's also very jumpy because I can't, like, I'm moving a lot. Someone could be on some sort of substance abuse or substance, right? They could have a substance abuse issue. So for some of you, if it's a karmic feminine that's on the outskirts and trying to watch you, but they can't watch you, that person is the person that has a substance abuse issue. They're very jumpy, very erratic, right? Very, what's going on now? What's going on now? What's going on? What's going on? That energy is disgustingly annoying. That's that feminine. That's like obsessed and trying to figure out what you got going on, or what blessings, what are you being giving, who's giving to you, what you're giving, who you're giving to, right? They're on the outskirts. There's a boundary, there's a line that they cannot cross. Either that was drawn by God, that was drawn by this person that has them at arm's length, or that was drawn by you. I said the word lace. Be careful of the things that you drink, the things that you eat. If you are going to partake in anything, be careful, because somebody's trying to put something that's going to really mess you up. Alright? Somebody's really trying to, like, I don't know, put something like, wow, this doesn't taste like water. This doesn't taste like juice. This doesn't taste like porridge. I don't know. This doesn't, taste like soup. This isn't, like, because somebody's trying to put something in something else that you would normally consume, to get you to consume it, or to be careful. Somebody is really playing some dirty, dirty magic, dirty, dirty energy, all right? And it's that person that's at arm's length. They're really trying to, hold on. All right, I'm back. Oh, jeez, I was just, like, running. Okay, so, yeah. That person's, like, on the outskirts. I feel like I was saying something else, too, but I don't know. Listen to God. Oh, yeah, about the Hierophant, right. So right now you are listening to God, and God is telling you some things that are very important for you to know. So all you gotta do is just, like, listen. That's all you have to do, is just listen, right? Soulless Vagabond. Yeah. Smells like mode. Okay. So this person could have a weird smell to them, like they could smell like mold, or like wet towels, or 1144. So they could have like a wet towel smell. You know how, like, when a towel is, like, used a lot, and it's not drying properly, and then it has, like, that weird moldy 1155 wet towel, wet dog smell. That's what this person, they kind of smell something like that. And it's because they don't have, they're an unclean spirit, or they're housing a demon inside of them. Right? They're nasty smelling things. Nasty, horrible smelling things, right? Yeah, with Soulless Vagabond too, this person, they don't know who they are. They don't know what they're doing, who they're doing, where they're going, if they're going anywhere. And the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why, is because they're too busy trying to watch you from the outskirts and dealing with a substance abuse issue. All right, very erratic, very. This person could also be. One of the reasons why they could be smelly is because, like, they are, like, declining. Not declining. They're. Oh my gosh, I can't even, like. Oh my goodness. Their hygiene, their personal hygiene. They're neglecting their personal hygiene. So they're not showering when they're supposed to be showering. They're not eating when they're supposed to be eating. They're not resting when they're supposed to be resting, is because they're spending all their time staying awake, stalking you, watching you, spying on you. And in order to do that, they're doing substance abuse, right? And it's like a cycle. So they're up more, and they're just not paying attention to themselves, right? This person is. Be careful of this person. Right? I feel like all you got to do is listen to God, because you definitely do have someone around you that is lost. It kind of smells. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they're doing. And anybody who is in that energy, right, not only do they not know who they are, but they have a substance abuse issue. Be cautious, because this is the kind of person that would do anything, say anything, right? They don't care. You think they care about taking a shower? No. They don't care about showering. They don't care about eating. They don't care about minding their business. No. The only reason why they're doing this is so they can stay up and watch and stalk you. That's it. And if they can't do that, lo and behold, like, this person, they will go on a rampage, because it's like, oh my gosh, right? So it's that energy. So that's why it's very important for you to continue to listen to God. My nose is so stuffy, and, like, I have, like, sinuses. That's why it's very important for you to listen to God and continue to listen to God, because you do have this weird person around you. For some of you, it's a woman. It's a woman, and it's like they can't talk to you themselves, so they'll like listen in on a conversation, or read, or have someone talk to you and then, oh, what do they say? What do they say? Right? Go on their page and what does it say? Watch that video and like, you know, like what were they wearing? What do they say? What are they doing? Where are they going? It's all secondhand because they can't do it themselves. Yeah, so whoever this person is, not only is it's actually very, very sad. I'm having trouble speaking. It's insanity. So it's very sad because not only do they not know who they are, they don't know where they're going. They could have lost, it's like, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying it's like they don't have a soul. They're so lost. You would think they no longer have a soul in them. That's how lost they are. That's very sad, right? To be so lost, right? But here's the thing. Our good Lord in heaven, the Most High God, can be found in the light, but can also be found in the darkness. That's why even in the darkest of times, people can still find the light, right? We have tainted bloodline. Yeah, so if this is a karmic feminine, her womb is no good. It's that's really rough. The word that came to my mind was trash. Her womb is trash. It's just not, and she's smelly. And there's something off about her hygiene. Like maybe she doesn't keep up with her hygiene. And as a woman, it's very important because we get periods and, you know, like monthlies and hormone changes and blah 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 blah. And if you have children, that's something you should like teach your children, your sons and your daughters. Not only that, but it's just good to keep up with your hygiene because if you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you feel good. And why would you want to walk around smelling like a wet towel? You know, like, go shower. Stop being stinky. This person's stinky. They're a stinky person. And they don't even care. And they're too busy doing substance abuse. This person's very, very karmic with tainted bloodline. And I feel like there's something very specific about their womb. Because I'm seeing a triangle. It's their womb is no good. I feel like saying it was trash, it's harsh. That's very harsh. So, I don't want to say that. Because it's really mean to say it like that. But their womb is not good. It's not like if they can have babies, yes, and I said this before, they can have babies, but like their children are gonna grow up to be karmics, right? Their children are gonna be in that cycle until their children breaks it, right? It's not like they're breaking any cycles for their children, and their children are born and they've got no obstacles in their way, immediately blessed, immediately, right, favored. It's because the parent is not doing anything. The mother is not doing anything to clear away the womb, right? I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but the reason why I bring it up is because tainted bloodline came out. All right. So not only do they not know who they are, they're lost, right? They stink, and they have a tainted womb, right? There's like curses and their bloodline that they need to clean up and fix and break, and they're not doing that. Right? They're just adding more to it by being in this erratic energy, messing with substance abuse, stalking you, watching you, right? They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is cleaning up their bloodline. I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to change the reading. Or the cards, the decks. Jeez Louise, wowzers. Thank the universe. So yeah, thank the universe. So there goes that, like that Six of Pentacles energy, right? The giving and the receiving and the receiving and the giving, right? So you're listening to God. That's you giving your obedience to God. Your worries, your anxieties, you're giving that to God, right? You're thanking the universe. And because of that, you have actual reasons to, wow, thank you, the Most High God, thank you, universe, thank you, right? you're obedient to the Most High God, and then and then I don't want to say like, though I know the way I'm gonna put this right now is gonna sound like weird, but it's like the more you obey God, the more God gives you, because it's like a reward, right? It's like your blessings and abundance because you're being obedient, right? And because you're being obedient, you have actual reasons to say, wow, thank you, God, right? Thank you for another day of living. Thank you for helping me get through this tough time. Thank you for helping me, I don't know, get through this storm. Thank you for helping me with my harvest, right? And it's just like, all you got to do is listen to God, right? And then, a lot of you could have like, I don't want to say actual reasons, but like, it's just not just spiritually, but like materials and finances, like actual tangible things that you need, like food and money to survive, right? And it's like you have those things because all you have to do and all you're doing is listening to God. That's you. Yes? Okay, well, 1 second. Right? That's you. This is your energy. I feel like the same reading is coming out because this was kind of like the same way in tarot earlier in the personal read that I did, but it's coming out and these are the ones that I made. Right? And that's it. Like, you give God your obedience and God gives you blessings. That's it. But you got to actually mean it. Like, you got to actually have God in your heart and do it with like pure intentions, not like I'm gonna do this so I can have that. It's not really like that. It's really like I'm gonna do it because I want to genuinely do this and please God and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. So that's that. All right, I gotta use this one, unfortunately. Wow. Second house, Taurus. The things about, So this is something that I literally was just talking about. I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. This is talking about, like, I was just talking about how the things that you have, right? And for a lot of you, it's not just spiritual. It's materials, like your food, your stability, your money, right? Those are things that, as a human in this realm, you need. Right? And it's like the more you listen to God, the more your stability is secured. The more your finances are secured. The more you're like, you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from, right? Where was that? So in the second house, that's Taurus, the things that you have, right? Which is like tangible, material, things that you can hold, touch, feel. Your beliefs, what you value, your resources. Come on. Right? This is literally what I'm just saying. Your beliefs, right? Because you listen to God, right? And you genuinely believe and you genuinely want to be a good person and please God. What you value, right? Your obedience, your faith, right? Being obedient to God, right? Making God happy. Your resources, right? The things that you have, right? The more you're obedient and genuinely want to be a good person and praise God and, right? All of that. The more your stability, finances, and your food is good. I'm getting like a cold, my goodness, and it's just like I just want to like take a nap. Plus, I've been so busy. Oh, man. So busy, so busy. I just heard like a chorus. So busy, so busy. Like gospel, like, you know, like backup singers. That's funny. In the 11th house, 8th Scorpio, 9th Sagittarius, 10th Capricorn. Wow, that's crazy, because I was just talking about how the star reverse came out in my reading earlier, right? 11th house, that's Aquarius. That is Aquarius. This is literally the same thing that I did in my earlier reading today, right? My personal reading, and it's literally just coming out the same exact way. But it was the star reverse, and it was like this karmic person. It's this. This is that person that's like on the outskirts. For humanitarian, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. For humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. Yeah. So here's the thing. You could have broken a bunch of my noses. I just want to like take my nose off and like rinse it, clean it, scrub it, and then pop it back on, you know, like. So I was talking about how this person, their bloodline is tainted, right? Because they're not breaking generational curses, they're not breaking cycles, they're just a lost soul in this life, and they're not really doing anything about it. Right? They have no intentions, and so that's why when they have their own children, and people might not want to hear this, and this may be too bold to say, but when they have their own children, their children are going to go through struggles and strife and drama and karmic relationships and chaos until those people, right, until they decide to break the cycles themselves. And if they don't, and they have children, their children are going to go through the same exact thing that their mother's mother, their, you know, and it's just like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again, right? So, right. You, however, you broke cycles, you broke curses, you broke hexes, you broke mirrors, I'm hearing. Something about mirror magic. Someone was trying to do mirror magic on you, and that's not working. Like, their mirror could have cracked or something like that. Because not only are you doing it for yourself, because you genuinely want to be a good person and be obedient to the Most High God, but it's benefiting your lineage, your future. Your womb is cleared, right? So it's kind of like in a tainted womb, the baby passes through, right? It's like they're putting on the armor of karma, right? They're already carrying baggages and burdens, right? And they got to sift through life and figure things out, right? Versus on an untainted, clear, clean womb, the baby just slips out like butter, and you know, it's like no harm. They're fine, no struggles, no strife, no having to dig themselves out of the mud every corner, every which way, right? It's like no troubled childhood. And I know that saying this is really going to trigger a lot of people, but like if you really, 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 really look at it, think about it spiritually, right? Like just stop being naive and like, I don't know, what's the word, like stop saying it, like stop using your ego and stop, it's me, right? Like that's the problem too. Like people feel like they're like the victim, and it's just like, I mean, I could see that, but like you're also not doing anything to not be a victim, right? So yeah, for humanity's sake, that's Aquarius energy. Because this is something that you're doing this. You're actively doing this, right? It's like right now, you're over here with your beliefs, what you value, your resources. That is progressing. It's like a steady progress. It's not doing anything. And the reason why that steady progress is there is because you're actively doing things for the sake of humanity, right? For your fellow sentient being, man, woman, animal, right? Child. You're being of service. So for some of you, that could be your purpose, whether it's like you're a chef, you're a doctor, you're a firefighter, you're a nurse. You could be in retail. You could be like a seamstress. It's whatever it is where you're interacting and you're helping people, and you know you're there, right? It's not like where you're like in a cubicle working day and night, and every now and then you interact with your coworkers, right? It's not like that. That's not for this kind of person. Whoever you are actively every day, all day interacting with people, right? And without you even realizing those interactions that you have, you make those interactions are like little beams of light that you drop onto people, right? And it's like bringing hope and bringing people together with that Aquarius energy, right? And it's like, so I'm guessing for the future too, that may not be like 10 years, 20 years from now. It could even be like 5 minutes from now, right? Someone's having a bad moment. You drop a little bit of light onto them. And then 5 minutes later, you know, they see a different perspective, or they're having a much better moment, or tomorrow they're able to breathe better, or, you know, a couple hours from now, it's just like, wow, I feel so, you know, it's like that. So the future could be anything from 20 years from now, 20 seconds from now, 20 minutes from now, all right? Literally. Just like the past could be anything from like 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago, 500 years ago. Venus. This is love energy. Love and beauty. The attraction of pleasure from good times. Yeah, so you're just a good vibe all around. People enjoy being around you. There's something very attractive about your energy. And here's the thing. Here's the rub. Right? Here's the thing. The attraction of pleasure from good times. That is your energy. This person, it's like the complete opposite. The complete opposite. So here you are. You have things to be grateful for. You're blessed. You're people enjoy being around you. You're a beacon of light. Right? You're just, your bedside table manner could be wonderful. You're like that nurse that people enjoy, like Nurse Joy in Pokemon, right? She was so sweet, so kind, always helpful. People enjoyed being around her. She was very, like, almost all the guys, like, loved her. Like, Brock had a huge crush on her, right? And then you have this person over here, the complete opposite, right? It just doesn't seem like they're lucky. It doesn't seem like they know what they're doing, where they're going. They're very karmic. They stink, right? And they're not like they don't seem healthy and bright. And that could be bright as in like energy, and that could also be bright as in they're not that smart and they're not that intelligent, right? They're a little dumb and they stink. That's so mean to say, but like to be dumb and stinky, like come on. Wow, you really dropped the ball on yourself with that one. You can't get any worse than that. But not only are they karmic, they don't know who they are. This person's got a lot of struggles, and for them to be spending their time with substance abuse and watching you, like, girl, this is listen, this is not the time or place. You got far more things to be worried about than watching the collective and blowing smoke up your nose. Like, this is oh my goodness. But see, the thing is, you know this is not your business, because let them. This is what they want to do. Let them do it. They want to be a karmic, let them be karmic. They want to be a hater, let them be a hater. They want to be a stalker, let them be a stalker. You don't got to do anything. I see it, I know it, but that's not my business. Because all I got to do is listen to God. Right, collective? That's it. That's all you have to do. Just listen to God. Right? If this person wants to... There's also something about... Oh, I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, let them. Right, this person wants to dance naked in the middle of the night outside. Let them, thinking that their moonlight ritual is gonna do something. Let them. Let them. All you gotta do is listen to God. Right? They want to stay up all night, do substance, and hooting and hollering at the moon, and naked in the woods. Right? Playing with mirrors. Let them. Who cares? I don't care. You don't care. Because all you got to do is listen to God. Your things are fine. Your purpose is fine. And you're fine. Everything's good. You're golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Right? That's you. You're literally a walking sun. And this person's a walking wet towel. It's what do you think? Do you want to stand next to the wet towel? No. I want to stand next to the sun. Right? Beautiful, radiant, alluring, enchanting. And this person, they're watching you on the outskirts. Right? Which is good, because they're stinky anyways. Like, you don't smell good. I'd rather you not be around me, so that's fine. Right? If you're gonna smell bad over there. Hierophant came out! That's so funny! Look, in my reading, earlier, right? The Six of Wands came out! The Six of Wands, or the Six of Pentacles upright came out in my reading earlier. And below that, the Hierophants. The Hierophants back out, right? And I also talked about the Star reverse. The 11th house is here. Right? And then we have the Six of Wands. You're winning. You're being acknowledged. People enjoy you. People congratulate you. People, like, notice you. And that's a big, big thing. That you are noticed. People notice you. When you walk into a room, I don't know why I'm hearing that whole funny thing about Lady Gaga. You can walk into a room and there could be 100 people and 99 of them don't believe in you, but that one person does, right? I've been hearing that a lot lately. That's so funny, right? You could be that one person, right, that believes in you, but that's a really, really big thing. People noticed you. People notice you, and I feel like there could be one particular people's or particular person that is noticing you, right? But I'm not going to get into that because that's going to end up turning into like a love reading, and that's not really what I want this to be about. Anyways, so you could be a Scorpio, you could be a Taurus, you could be a Libra, you could be an Aquarius. These could either be your signs, or this karmic is a karmic Scorpio, a karmic Taurus, a karmic Aquarius. And my Taurus, oh my gosh. And my reading that I did earlier, the personal one, it was a karmic not a karmic Taurus. Why did I keep saying that? It was a karmic Aquarius with the star reversed, right? Or this could be like a karmic Libra, a karmic, what did I say? Scorpio? Yeah, it could be either of those. Either this is this person, or these are your signs, or these are about the things, right? By you going through this transformation with this death card, the transformation would be your faith, right? Because now you're listening to God and you're believing and you have faith and blah, 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 right? And that alone has ensured, boom, this contract has been solidified by the Most High God, right? The contract contains you having this, you having that, you having this, you having that on your job. It's like a job. Your job is to listen and to believe and love the Most High God. And in return, right, these are the things that you get, right? Like for some people, like take a book, right? A writer, right? A writer, they get like an advance, and then they have to keep up with the chapters, right? And then they'll get like the full amount afterwards, or something like that, right? It's like, it's you, that's your job. Your job is just to listen to the Most High God. And by doing so, by actually having that in your heart, because of course God made every single heart individually, right? So because it's right, so that's why everything it's good. You're winning in life. Your things are good. Your purpose is good. Your I'm hearing your value. Someone tried to. That could have been why the mirror magic was being done. This person, their value is like plummeting, or it has plummeted. They don't really have much of a value, right? People don't want. Ew, that's so old school. People don't want to mate with this person, or have babies with a person, or marry this person, right? And you're like, everyone wants to marry that guy, or everyone wants to marry that woman, right? You're that energy, especially with that Six of Wands energy. Alright, so with these two cards right here, Death, Mamaya, God at the end of the universe, endings and rebirth, influences, health, and longevity. Yeah, you went through a major transformation, and because all you dropped everything, the burdens, the struggles, the strife, the worries, the anxieties, the fear, the woes, the heartbreak, the resentment, the bitterness, you dropped it all. And now you have room to glow and shine and bright, right? That's your energy. And all you got to do is listen to God. So you went through a massive transformation. And that had a massive physical effect on you. A massive effect on your materials, your finances, your home, right? It had a massive, the transformation that you went through spiritually on the inside. I gotta get my nails done, but whatever. It had a massive effect on you physically in more than one way. All right, and it shows. Hierophant, Haziel, the merciful God, divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. So this lifestyle was always promised to you. This was always supposed to be yours. You just had to listen to God. You just had to, I'm hearing like, just turn to me, my child. Just come to me, my child. Like, come back home. Right? It's kind of like you rebelled. You're like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to listen to you. You don't know everything. You're not the boss of me. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And then God's just like, I'll wait for you. And then one day you were like, God, I want to go back home. You know, I want to be, you know, I have blah, blah, blah. And then that was that. And God's like, okay, that's all you like. All you had to do was just come back home to me. And now here's everything. Here's your inheritance. Here's your promises. Here's this. Here's that. These were promises that were already for you. You just had to go back home. You just had to want to be back home, which is your home is with God. That's it. And because of that, you're in this Six of Wands. I feel like somebody, if it's like a karmic Aquarius, or it may not even be specifically because of a karmic Aquarius, it could be karmic people in the community, right? That they don't like this. And I feel like from their perspective, you could be acting brand new, but the reality of the situation is this was always yours. All you have to do is just come back home to God. This was always going to be yours. You were just rebelling, right? And so they're looking at you like with this weird stalkering, because it's like, how did they get that? Oh, because and the reading earlier, that the 3 cards that came out together was the Moon upright. Oh, what was it? It was the Moon upright, the 4 of Swords upright, but it was on the right side. What was the card in the middle? Oh my gosh. It was the Moon upright, something in the middle, and then the 4 of Swords upright. So it basically, like, people are trying to figure out how you got this sort of success, how you got this, how come it just came out of nowhere. But that's because they were looking at you from this like weird rebellious, they were looking at you like as if you were karmic, but the whole time you were just rebelling from God because for whatever reason, right? And God's just like, I'll wait for you. This is yours. You're still my chosen one, but you're not going to get any of this until, you come back home. That's all you got to do, right? Stop acting out. Stop rebelling. Stop being a brat. Come back home. And then you did that. You went through this transformation. You dropped your ego. And you're like, you know what? God, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to listen to you. And God's like, okay, great. This is all yours. You can have it. And I feel like there's a particular woman or particular people, feminines in your community that are super, super karmic. There's one in particular, though, that's really, you just grind my gears, buddy. It's really that one it's the one that smells. You'll know who this person is because they smell like a wet towel. Like, very moldy. All right? Like, you ever hug someone and they have like this, like, why do you stink? You have a shower, right? This person, you'll know who this person is because they stink. They smell like mold, wet towels. It's specifically wet towels, right? It's because they're rotten on the inside, or they're rotting on the inside. So this person, this particular karmic feminine that is in your community, that could just be it too, with that Aquarius energy. So it could be this feminine in your community that's super, super karmic, right? And it doesn't even have to be a whole community. It doesn't have to be one Aquarius person specifically. It's just one karmic woman in the community, right? This person, they think it's a secret. That's what it is. That's the moon. What was it? The moon upright. Something in the middle. Oh, I forgot what it was. It was something in the middle, and the 4 of Swords upright. Right? They're asking and wondering. That's why they're like asking, like, what do they post? What do they say? What are they doing? What do they post? What do they say? What are they doing? That's why they're stalking you, because they're trying to figure out how you got into this energy. They think it's like a big secret that you can just relax now, and like how is it that your finances are good? How come you're not worried about your next meal? How come your home is good? How come you're in this energy? What's the secret? What happened? Right? And they're looking at it from that version of you. They don't even know that you already had a contract in place from the beginning of the time, right? 43, 34. They have no idea that this was always meant to be yours, right? But they think that it just happened out of nowhere. Like, how did that happen, right? Like, it's kind of like this person, they left town, right? And before they left town, there was like an empty lot, right? This was like an empty lot, and they left town. And when they came back, in that empty lot, it was like a big building. And it's like, where did this building come from? Oh my gosh, how did it happen? But not realizing that while they were gone, the building was being built brick by brick. They just weren't there to see it. This person, 4411, they just weren't there to see your transformation. They think it happened overnight. Where did this transformation happen? How come your stability is good? How come you're on your purpose? How come you're so shining like the bright light? How come you're so attractive? How come this? How come that? How come you're being acknowledged? How come you were building yourself brick by brick? You went through the transformation. They just weren't there to see it, right? And that's why there's this person, this woman in your community, this karmic woman in your community. She's stalking you and watching you, and she's trying to get information on you by secondhand. What are they posting? What do they say? What are they doing? What are they wearing? right? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? What's going on? Right? Six of Wands, Yahaya, God who took evil. Yeah, this person has been removed from your energy. That's why they're on the outskirts. They're on the outskirts. They can't, there's a boundary, a line, or like a restraining order, whatever it is, they cannot cross it. Alright. Longevity, protects against infirmities. Yeah, this is the person that was trying to do something to your health. They were trying to like lace you or put something in your drink or something in your food, or if you were like partying with this person, they were trying to do something to like where it would damage you permanently. Alright. That's another reason why this person has been removed from your energy. This person meant you great harm. And the fact that you're in the Six of Wands energy, to them, it's like they're being blindsided by it, because it's like, how did they get in this energy, not realizing it's because they were too busy competing with you instead of seeing you for who you are. Because if they took the time to see you for who you are, they would have been like, oh wow, the collective is really building themselves brick by brick. But no, they're too busy competing and stomping their feet like, I'm the big bad wolf here, right? Howling at the moon, dancing naked, playing with mirror magic. That's what they were too busy doing, right? And Three of Wands, Sitaya, the god of hope. I feel like this is your energy. You're seeing past the horizon. For a lot of you, you could have been like, whoa, do I really want this for my kids? Do I really want to like keep doing it's so funny because now I'm looking at this meme in my head, and it was an angel, and I think like a guardian angel. The guardian angel was talking to their person, and their person was like on a rock, sprawled out, and that woe is me defeated energy. And the angel was like, bro, are you okay? Because you keep doing the same things over and over again, repeating the same patterns without any change. Like, are you okay? And so you could have been asking yourself that, or talking to yourself about that. Like, do I really want to keep doing the same things and not go anywhere? Or do I want to move past this, go beyond this, see the horizon, right? Get more, see more, do more, right? Stop being stuck to this limited cycle. And that's when that transformation happened. Three of Wands, Hitaya, the god of hope. Construction of the universe, right? Thank the universe. Help with great works, right? That cycle, breaking the cycle, breaking those curses, those generational curses. Protection from adversaries, which is this person who was too busy competing with you, right? And from your perspective, it's like, I mean, if you want to compete, go ahead, but I'm going to be over here working on my transformation. Like, I'm good. Like, go ahead, compete. Go ahead, hoot and holler. Go ahead, dance in the moonlight naked, play with mirror magic. Go ahead, howl at the moon. Go ahead, do that. Let them, right? Because at the end of the day, like, do what you got to do, which is listen to God. Work on your transformation. Heal. Focus on your Six of Wands energy. Revel in that. Be proud of yourself, right? Because you're definitely being congratulated. You're definitely being noticed. You're definitely being, wow, that's amazing. You're doing great. Let them, right? Just go ahead. Howl at the moon. Dance naked. That's fine, right? Stay up all night and blow shit up your nose. That's fine. Go ahead. Do that. No one's stopping you. And just like no one's stopping them, no one can stop you from having faith in the Most High God and listening to God. Being obedient. That's it. Let them. I don't know how many times I have to say that. And this person is crazy because this is the same person that's on the outskirts. What are they doing? What are they saying? What do they post? Do you have them on Facebook? Do you have them on Instagram? Do you have them on YouTube? Go on their page. Let me see. This person would like see if people who you have in common, if you have any mutuals, and like be like, go on their page and let me see. Like, that's how severe it is for this person. Like, that's what I'm saying, secondhand, because they can't do it themselves. And there's someone in particular that they're using that the both of you know. This person is using that person for secondhand information. And even that person is like, can you back up? Like, all right, enough. Like, geez, like, stop. Go take a shower. You stink. Like, why you just spent 6 hours stalking the collective when you could have used that 6 hours to, like, take a shower, brush your teeth, handle some bills, do some paperwork, walk your pets if you have any, take care of your children if you have any, clean up that mess, right? Go wash that dish that's been in the sink for, like, 2 weeks. Like, hello? But you spent 6 hours scrolling, watching The Collective. 6 hours. What a waste. I mean, can you imagine what that would do to someone's ego? Two of Cups reversed. This is someone you are not in a partnership with. You're not partnered up with this person. You have no interest in partnering up with this person. You have no interest in doing business with this person. There's no interest. And that's why they're stalking you, because you're not interested in having any kind of connection with this person. Whether it be intimate, platonic, business. No, you don't have any interest. So that's why they cannot watch you by, like, it has to be secondhand. Secondhand. Two of Cups reversed. Liwaya, the swiftly hearkening God. Fruition provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. So I feel like with this card, provides expansive intelligence and gives the grace of God. We compare that with the Three of Wands, which is your horizon, your expansion. So you were able to see past your generational curses, past your circumstances, past your ego, past the right now, right? Which is also the 11th house, which is future thinking. Like, if I do this now, how will this affect me 5 minutes from now, or 5 years from now, or, you know, how will this affect me tomorrow? Or if I spend my $1 that I have left now, you know, am I going to be able to take the bus that is also $1? If I spend this on a candy bar now, I won't be able to take the bus tomorrow. And if I don't take the bus tomorrow, I'll have to walk, and then I'll be late. And if I'm late, that's going to mess up. You see what I'm saying? That future thinking, that Aquarius energy, you're able to see past whatever was happening, whatever was in front of you, whatever circumstance in front of you, you were able to see past. This person cannot. That's why they would spend 6 hours stalking you, not realizing that 6 hours they just missed a phone call. Their child was calling their name, and now their child got into an accident, God forbid, or, you know, they had something cooking on the stove, and now, you know, whatever food they had in the oven, it burnt, right? Or now they can't take a shower because they're going to be late for this event. They're not, you know, they can't see past themselves. Like, you know, they're staying up all night, dancing and howling at the moon, not realizing that, you know, some animal just took their shoes and now they have to walk barefoot home, and because they have to walk barefoot home, they stepped on a piece of glass and now they got a cut on their foot, and now it hurts when they walk. It's just a whole thing, right? It's a whole thing, and they're not thinking about the consequences of their actions that they're doing right now. They're not. They cannot. And that's why they have a tainted womb, because part of those actions that they are not doing is breaking those curses. They're not doing that. So let them. They don't want to, let them. That's not your business. What do I care if you have a tainted womb? That's not my business. Go ahead. Right? Go be... Why do I care? You don't want to take a shower for 2 days? Go ahead. That's fine. That's not my problem. Right? But then they want to get mad because, you know, they're like the talk of the town. They're like, you know, oh, don't talk to her because she stinks. Or don't talk to him because he doesn't shower, and blah, 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 right? But then they want to get mad at you because you are the complete opposite in every way, in the best ways. Alright, so let them. Knight of Pentacles, upright, Lil Hell, the praiseworthy God, light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. I feel like that's very important to know. This is your energy, the Knight of Pentacles. You understand that things take time. It requires patience. And if it's one thing, any person, any good person of the faith, of the Most High God, it's like drilled. It's basic knowledge. Patience is a virtue. You must have patience. This person, they don't have the time to sit down and, why am I doing this? No. Because there's this erratic energy. They gotta, they can't stop. And it's just so annoying. Because you sit next to this person, or you stand next to this person, and it's like, yeah, you're giving me a headache. Like, you're too jumpy and erratic, right? And it's because this person, their spirit is not at rest. Their body's not at rest. Their mind is not at rest. Their finances could be going faster than they can receive them. It's kind of like, they get paid today, but they don't even have any money because, you know, this goes to this bill, that goes to this bill, this goes to this bill. So they can't even sit with their money long enough for like, wow, I have an extra $5. Like, I can enjoy this $5. I could just let it sit and I can just admire that I have an extra $5. No. Because the universe is like, I'll take that. They can't. Alright. Bye.